will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singletary.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Kane. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
They boot it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Ohio State's offense has the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick.
Breaks into the open. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Wills gave him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it'll be down right there. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The play action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. This dude is having a day, and with that one, halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, oof, that would be a fun day.
Back to pass, it's Kane. Got it in the middle, it's Barmore. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Singletary. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you can tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they want.
There he goes. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off the pounce? Because they are a good one.
And the Volunteers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. On the run, it's Morrison. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He wants it all. To the end zone, and is picked off. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the offense.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He might want another play. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his man. It's Wall. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Griffin. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They'll run for it. Running into the open space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Singletary. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really easy easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's going for the big play. He's got it. And the catch right into the end zone. Touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, two of the three things that can happen are bad. When he had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Puts it out of the air. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Wall. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense settled in to stop them before a short gain. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Wall. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the 1st half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he is stopped still at the 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. Makes the grab, but there's not enough room. The defense was ready. They kept their leverage, and they come up with a 4th down stop. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Law. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. To the air, it's Kane. Right down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The RPO fired complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. So here is the Tennessee offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The run from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Kane. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. It seems like on every snap, he is right in the quarterback's grill. 2nd sack of the day. And maybe Joey Bosa and Chase Young and Vernon Golston better watch out. There could be a new single-season sack record at some point.
And when you mention those guys, when you watch the game, they always had their imprint on the game. They always dominated football games, and this guy's dominating the football game, single-handedly making that quarterback have to think, where is the...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
The Volunteers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Look at the big fella roll. Running free, going to the end zone, but way there's a flag on the field.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Volunteer! The defense putting points on the board.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He lofts one down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires the pass in. intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown ball!
When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like...
Oh, he's got some space. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team, led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin, would just steamroll teams. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air, it's Kane. Quick strike complete. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff to the single running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Smashes through the tackle. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. So 1st down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there just never developed. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, it's Kane. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. Just have to make that catch. The Vols will punt this one away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on second down. Now improvising. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Wall. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. It's a bad scheme to try to cover this guy one-on-one, much like Michigan State tried to do against Joey Galloway in '93. But the difference there is the reason Joey Galloway couldn't be covered is that no one really wants to be around him.
Ain't that the truth? We work with him weekly. We can say that and be very firm about it. But here's the thing. Joey Galloway. Think about the other names to wear the scarlet and gray. So many guys year after year. You know Ohio State fans, because they're going to claim, wide receiver U. They try to claim that because so many greats have been through that university.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Offense changing the play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
They'll try to run for it. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. To the air on first down. Intercepting, the defense is set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger... The fact that they forced the turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
The give to the single back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Tough to give up those penalty yards in that situation. Now it's just 3rd and 6. And the quarterback takes a knee. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid proof. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Unloads to the right. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He's taking the deep shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all